This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, we're going to talk some NBA, man. It's been a minute since I talked basketball because I had to keep the foot on the what? On the next. I had to keep the foot on the what? On the next. And I had to apply what? Unlimited pressure, because pressure does what? It busts fucking pipes. I had to talk my boy Earl Swift. I had to bring these motherfuckers down to the level. So now let's talk about basketball here. T-Mac. The Houston owner disrespecting T-Mac. Come on, man. Tracy McGrady should not get the level of disrespect that he's getting. This is the problem with, I see what that's becoming uniform with these owners, man. They're disrespecting players at the highest forms and the highest levels. What did T-Mac do to get the disrespect? This man donned the fucking jersey the way that he did for as long as he did. He deserves to have his shit hanging up the rafters, man. T-Mac has brought this team to playoffs after playoffs after playoffs. Now, I don't think that T-Mac, in my estimation, will be as iconic as a Yao Ming, if I'm being honest, right? And I'm being unbiased, if there's such a thing, right? Because I told people there's no such term. So if I'm being the most honest and the most unbiased that I possibly can be, right? I would say that Tracy McGrady is probably ranked number 2 after Yao Ming in terms of his productivity. Steve Francis would have been up there, but Steve Francis, he didn't give me enough for me to give him credibility. But I saw T-Mac and Yao Ming, and I saw their tandem, and I saw what they did, right? Especially those years when they had them and Ron Artest. But Tracy McGrady deserves his respect, and he should be respected because he played for that team for numbers of years. He went to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. He tried to get them over the hump. He just couldn't. T-Mac is basically Kobe Bryant minus the instincts. Let me say it again. T-Mac is Kobe Bryant minus the what? The instincts. Because in his prime, him and Kobe used to go at it. He had all of the prerequisites, right? Physically that Kobe had. He just didn't have the mindset. That's why he couldn't get over the hump. This man, boy, his offense was nobody's business. And his defense was nice too, man. I like T-Mac. T-Mac was that dude, boy, when he was up and up there, right? But, you know, they're just being disrespectful. The Houston owner needs to go higgity fucking hush somewhere. T-Mac deserves way more respect than what he's getting. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Now, I understand the arguments that you can make for Carmelo Anthony, but I really don't understand these arguments for Tracy McGrady. Because Tracy McGrady was that dude, man. He was that player. He was unequivocally and unquestionably the number 1 guy on his team. Even in those years with Yao Ming, man, T-Mac was the go-to guy. So, that's ridiculous. Now, let's get on to the media day with the Clippers, man. That was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because the Los Angeles Clippers, boy, they speaking that real talk. They letting everybody know they coming. They coming to beat everybody up. I'm telling you guys, man, you guys are going to see defense like nobody's business. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverly, they locking everything up from the 1 to the 3. Let me say it again. Patrick Beverly, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George. They locking everything up from the 1 to the 3. The backcourt is going to be on full lock status. That's why I'm laughing if LeBron James plays the point guard position. He has to deal with those guys. He's going to get ripped up like nobody's business. And these are defenders that are great on-ball defenders. They can really force you to pick up your dribble, and they can really force you in bad situations. I got the Clippers as my all-out favorite from the West, and rightfully so. You know, all they need is for them to get a quality big man. You know what I'm saying? I was pushing for them to see if they could get Steven Adams. You know what I'm saying? And even Marc Gasol, because he wants that buyout from the Raptors. You know what I'm saying? If that were to eventually happen in the future, oof, skies is the limit, dog. I'm telling you, man. This Clippers team is here to dominate for the next 2 years in the West. That's why I can't wait for the Brooklyn Nets to get Kevin Durant to come back, because what we're going to see is the new rivalry in the NBA. Remember, He Knows the Sport was the first one to say this. Once Kevin Durant comes back from his full year off, we're going to get a new rivalry in the NBA. You know what it's going to be? The Clippers versus the Nets. Let me say it again. It's going to be the Clippers versus the Nets, and they're going to go at it like nobody's business. We're going to get the dream matchup we want. KD versus Kawhi. Oof, let me say it again. KD versus Kawhi. Because Kawhi is touching KD like nobody's business. If he turn around and get another Finals and Finals MVP, you have to put him above Kevin Durant, and his legacy is already going to be above LeBron James because of the NBA Finals average. Because he'd be at 75%. That'd be lethal. Let me say it again. He'd be at 75%, and that'd be lethal in terms of NBA Finals average. Is it 4 attempts and 3 wins? Come on, man. That's sick with it. I'm telling you, man, this Clippers team with Doc Rivers, people sleeping on Doc Rivers, they acting like he can't coach. Please give Doc Rivers numbers, he will coach. We ain't talking about that bullshit with the Clippers, because Chris Paul was just not a player that could take you over the hump. We got to keep it a buck here. He had issues everywhere. You got to look at Chris Paul and you'll see his career has a bunch of smoke and mirrors associated with it. Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, not players that could take you over the hump. But you're talking about Kawhi Leonard, a player that's proven that if you give him numbers, he will deliver the goods. Let me say it again. We're talking about Kawhi Leonard, a player that is proven if you give him numbers, he will deliver the goods. And with Paul George being his Robin to him being Batman, oh yeah, or his Pippen to him being Kawhi Jordan, yeah, sky's is the limit, man. Y'all gotta pay attention to the Clippers. They about to make some serious noise this year. And I don't think Kawhi Leonard's sister is going to impact him or affect him, because I believe he's strong mentally and he's going to overcome that situation. Now let's get on to Kobe, because I told you we was going to continue that 7-part series. I just didn't get a chance to do that because I was talking about Spence, right? Kobe's that dude, man. People need to put respect on KB24's name. Kawhi Leonard is the player that he is because of the moldings that Kobe's been giving him. You know he's still training with Kobe in the offseason? You know Kobe's still getting flack for that? The Lakers fans are saying that Kobe is betraying because he's molding Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard has gone consecutive off seasons for the last 3 years to the Kobe camp. So when you guys are looking at Kawhi Leonard, you're seeing Kobe Bryant's game. Because I told you, Kobe Bryant's game is fundamentally different than Michael Jordan's game. It's similar in a lot of ways, but there's a fundamental difference. And that's what you're seeing with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is being constantly molded by Kobe. That's why he's becoming a more complete repertoire basketball player. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is basically you guys giving Kobe respect from these players that are playing today. Jason Tatum. How do you think he was able to improve the way that he did when he had his improvement year? Kobe's molding. Kyle Kuzma. How do you think he's improved offensively the way he has? Who molded him in the offseason? KB24. This is stuff that I'm talking about. People are sitting here shitting on Kobe Bryant, not understanding that Kobe Bryant is impacting all of these basketball players and taking their games to the next level. Kawhi Leonard wants to continue to be complete, so he's continuing to train with Kobe. So you Lakers fans can be mad all you want. At the end of the day, these guys are asking for the service. And it's not like Kobe's doing that shit for free. These motherfuckers paying you. So if someone's paying you to train them, you wouldn't do it? Let me say it again. If someone is paying you to train them, you wouldn't do it? Come on, man. Higgity fucking hush, dog. Let me say it again. Higgity fucking hush. So this is what makes me laugh when people sit here and say Kobe's not what he's supposedly supposed to be. If that was the case, why are people clamoring to train with him? That means the players are telling you. Not these classic dotes and these troglodytes, right? These ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. Not these Rudy Poo and these plum brains. But people are actually telling you that Kobe Bryant is that dude. Otherwise, all of these players in this generation, they would have ran to LeBron James. But they're running to Kobe Bryant. So put respect on KB2 for his name. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.